our next guest, sure, what a privilege to have someone here that I'm going to use her money. Mahlangu, designer. Big welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We're going to get to the coins. You designed 2 of the new 2 Rand coins.
Yes, I have.
But before we're going to get there, we just want to get to know you. So where did you grow up?
Well, I grew up in Pretoria.
Serious?
Yes.
Are you a Pretoria girl?
Yeah, born and bred from here. I went to one school all my life. Went to University of Pretoria. So
Which school were you in?
I was in a small private school called Charlton First College.
Okay.
And then after that, I went to the University of Pretoria. And then that's where I studied medical sciences, of all things.
Wow. No.
Because when I grew up, I wasn't exposed to anything creative or anything design. So the route that most people take when they're doing well in school is medicine or law, all those things. So I studied that, and then after working in healthcare for a while, I discovered that, shucks, I can actually be a creative and make this a career. And then I made the leap of faith and went into the creative space, and now I'm here. Designing
What
coins.
an amazing story.
That's just amazing.
Yeah.
But I mean, a talent for it starts with drawing.
Yeah.
As a child already, you were drawing and you realized I'm a bit better than the rest.
Not only stock moneykies.
Yeah, not stock money. They need stock money.
Yeah, no, I've been drawing since primary school. I did art in high school, and I was a bit good in school. So I think I loved it then, but I just was not aware that I could do anything about it while I was in school, you know. So, but I've been doing it my whole life.
Am I correct to say your main focus is like charcoal?
Yeah.
And then and it's so funny, charcoal drawings with digital illustration.
Yes.
So that's like bringing your raw talent and combine it with technology.
Yeah,
Yes, actually, yeah.
Yeah. So how does the process work?
So I started with charcoal because I think, like most people, they start with pencil. So I started with pencil, and then I didn't like how pencil shines when you look at it from different angles. So then natural progression was to go into charcoal because it's just richer. And then from there, there was a time when I ran out of paper. And then I took my laptop, and then there's this program called Illustrator, and I just played around with it because I was craving to create something, but I just didn't have anything to work with. So then I started teaching myself how to illustrate, and that's how it happened, that now I know how to do that.
Being a multifaceted artist, how does one actually identify in which element you want to specialize in?
I think it should be based on what you enjoy the most.
Is it?
Yeah, and what you want to challenge yourself in the most, what you want to be better in the most. I think as a creative, you should do something that you're most comfortable in. And obviously, if you want to be the best and want to excel in your craft, you need to enjoy it, but also challenge yourself in doing that. And I think that's why I chose charcoal and illustration, because I love them, but they both challenge me.
Yeah.
And I always want to do better and be better in those mediums. So that's why I continue doing those mediums. Yeah.
Nayo Mahlangu, a big welcome again. Mahlangu.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, this is you.
Mahlangu.
Yeah.
Oh, I just wanted to mess it up like Henry with him
Solomon
floating.
Mahlangu.
Oh, Solomon Mahlangu.
Yeah,
Family?
like that. I hope so.
Is it family?
I hope so.
Yeah, you must go
I
into
need to
your...
do my research.
You'll
You
claim
must
it.
go
You'll
do
claim
research.
it.
Yeah, I should.
Mahlangu,
Yeah.
designer and also the designer of 2 of the new 2 Rand coins. This is exciting. So, this is now, I'm going to try to say this in English, commemorating 25 years.
Yeah.
So special to be part of this.
Yeah.
You know, do someone just phone you? Who decides, hey, I'm going to get this designer? How does it happen, something like this? Because it's just amazing. I mean, you're part of history now. And I think that is amazing. I mean, forever, that is your design on a 2 Rand coin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I still can't believe it. So,
Sure.
well, I don't know how they made the internal decision, but they just reached out to me. And they selected a couple of artists to do this. I'm not the only one.
Yes, there's a new 5 Rand one. There's a couple. I see Lady Scully, Micah Bakker, did some Peter Mames of Mames.
Yes.
So
it's 5 artists.
5 artists.
Yes, and then we were chosen to do these circulation coins as well as collectible coins. And I can't describe how it feels like. Sometimes I just wake up and somebody reminds me on Instagram or something, and I'm like, oh my gosh, oh, this is going to live for a couple of years, and I think it's just an honor to.
And it's going through so many hands.
So many millions of hands. I can't even fathom how that must be.
One thing, when I heard, that you had this opportunity, the first thing that came to mind was that intense pressure. That you feel that pressure of knowing, once you've designed this, it's going to circulate and it's done.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, we had a lot of help from the South African Mint. They gave us a lot of guidelines because, first of all, the coin is so tiny. To shrink an artwork to something that is literally 10
you need to consider
millimeters.
that.
And also you need to consider interpretation of the design that you put there. So they took us through the process. So it wasn't as intimidating as you might think because we got a lot of help. But still, it was a bit stressful.
How much freedom did you actually have? Did they give you a theme or something that you had to work according to, or did you have some freedom as to what you wanted to design?
Yeah, so they took the Bill of Rights, and out of the Bill of Rights, they took 10 rights that they thought would be fitting for 25 years of our democracy.
Wow.
And then they gave us... They gave 5 artists the different themes, and then we created artworks based on those themes. And then obviously with their help and guidelines. But that's where the themes come from. So I made the Right to Education coin and the Children's Rights coin. Yeah.
And it's special. I mean, if you look at these little kids on the Children's Rights one and Right to Education, was there any other one you thought maybe I would love to do this one?
Because the 5 rand coin because it's bigger.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
No, actually, the collectibles are even bigger than the 5 rand coin. I would have loved that.
Yeah.
But
and it's interesting, the 5 rand one is like the queue with the first elections. It's also very well done.
Yeah.
And freedom of religion, belief, and opinion. And I think even people are thinking, there's a lot of things going wrong in South Africa in terms of crime, and people are negative. It's happening to everybody.
Yeah.
But if you just take that, the freedom just to be able to raise your opinion and to be able to believe what you believe without persecution, it's a massive thing. And we're one of the countries in the world that's the most free. But for you, between the two, what was more special, the children's or the education? You feel passionate about both?
I love both, but I have to say I love the children's rights one because maybe it's because I love portraiture. I love drawing faces, and what is more amazing than drawing children's faces? And to put it in a coin was something that I had to do. I had to do it, and it came out beautifully. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So now, do you get paid to do this? Not.
Yes, I do.
So.
Yes, I do. But
it's supporting the artist. You don't need to say how much.
No, but they did remunerate us well. Yeah.
But it wasn't just 4 rand. They gave you 2. No, I'm joking. Yes, 4 rand. Thank you for the coins.
Thank goodness it wasn't just 4 rand.
And in terms of marketing, if I go through your CV, your exhibitions, your works, being top 40 creatives under 30 and top 10 finalists for Emerging Artist Development Program, it's just amazing. Something like this for a career.
Sure.
On your CV, this is huge.
Yeah. Especially since out of, I don't know how many artists are in the country, there are only 5 who are chosen to do this. And to be one of the 5 is something that is really remarkable. It really has changed my career. And I'm really thankful for it because I knew that it was going to do something great for my career, but I didn't think it was going to be something this big. Yeah, and I'm really, really thankful for that.
And now, focusing still on children, motivating people, motivating children. This interview is going to be on YouTube, and you can share it. Yeah. That break from doing what you studied, and then living your passion. Yeah. To motivate someone to say, live the dream. It's possible to happen because look at your story. Yeah. How would you motivate kids watching this program?
I think the biggest thing is that whatever you choose, whether it's accounting or whatever you choose, just make sure that you really give it your all. Like dive in and work hard at it and really be obsessed with it, because the moment you're obsessed with it, there is no way nothing great will happen. You will be excellent as long as you put in the hours and you put in the sweat in whatever field you choose, whether it's art, whether it's medicine. If you put in the hours, you're bound to do well. Yeah.
What's about to be the next challenge that you're going to accept?
Well, thankfully, so I just finished showing at 100% Design South Africa. That was the first time I showed the coins publicly, which was really great. The reception was incredible. But the thing that I'm working on right now is my first solo, which is going to be in a couple of months. It's going to be called Love is Binary, which is going to be something that is beautiful. And I think if people are interested in art, they should follow me on social media and just keep up to date with that. And I'm also working on my studio space and trying to be serious and professional, and that's coming up really well. It's coming out really well, and I think those are the two major challenges that I'm really working on right now, and I think that's going to really be beautiful. I'm excited.
Where can people see your work? Because I mean, we've got some info and just googling you, and it's amazing. Your stuff's beautiful.
Thank you.
And it's it's on permanent exhibitions. Even just that is amazing to be on.
Yeah. So right now I'm showing work at the Agog Gallery. The show is going to end around the 18th of August. And then after that, I'm showing at an exhibition, the First Rand exhibition. That's opening on the 21st of August. And then there are a couple more exhibitions throughout the year. Yeah, so I'm always posting about it online. So if people are interested, they can follow me there. Yeah.
And just quickly, and I mean, it's marketing, but I actually want to thank Private Sector South Africa. Yeah. You've done some stuff with Steers, combine it with Game of Thrones, and Mr. Price Home. It's so wide, but if these guys don't support the artist,
the local artist,
it will be so much more difficult. That collaboration with corporate.
Yeah, it's very brave for them to always ask creatives, because creatives sometimes can be, a little bit too creative. But it's very brave for these companies to say, hey, we have this project, please do something with us. And I'm so thankful to have done something with Steers, to collaborate with them for the last season of Game of Thrones.
That was legendary.
Yeah, that was really a milestone for me. And also to do something with Mr. Price Home. I mean, I remember we launched the blanket and in 3 weeks it was sold out.
Sold out.
Yeah, so it's just crazy how well these things have been received. Yeah.
But still, if I go up on this list, my favorite on top, South African mint.
Congratulations.
As mense nie weet wat dit sê op die in een ry tussen Pretoria en Johannesburg is 'n uitmuntende gebou.
Ja, so net voordat jy in Midrand kom.
Ja.
Uitmuntende gebou. Well done.
Nayo, thank you so much. I'm going to go there and buy myself this little booklet because it's legendary. It's beautiful, all the coins. Thank you for making time to come visit us.
Thank you guys for inviting me.
Yeah, we just wanted to bring you back to Pretoria for a while.
Please, I love this place. I love it because I'm from here. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. Thank you so much.
Welkom by die Groot Ontbyt se YouTube kanaal. As jy dit nog nie gedoen het nie, maak seker jy doen dit nou. Teken aan deur op die rooi subscribe knoppie te druk. Ja. En dan vir meer video's soos die, dan klik jy op die Wat is daai? Playlist, dis 'n playlist. Die playlist knoppie.